All right, y'all, this is James with Quantum Mobile Mechanic. Today I want to be talking about something that's kind of special, something I just found, and that's these dual dry triple square sockets, okay? These things are absolutely fantastic. I bought these because I was doing a job that I posted a short for on a starter for Audi 2.0, and this just made the job so much easier, so much nicer. These are dual drive because you can put a socket, or excuse me, you can put an open-end wrench out here on the outside, but then also, I mean, look at how stubby that is, right? This is from Lexivon. I opted for this brand because I honestly wasn't sure how strong or how nice they would be. So I got, my general philosophy with buying tools is buy something cheap at first to see if you're even going to like it or use it. And then once you break it, if it doesn't have a warranty, or even if it does, but once you break it, depending on why it broke, get yourself a replacement piece with something a little bit nicer. So that's, you know, like I said, that's my general philosophy. But anyway, these are great. There are other options out there, like Icon has a pretty nice lineup, but the Icon doesn't have the dual drive, and the Icon is only 3/8. Okay, there's another one out there, I forget the brand, that's pretty common, but it has quarter 3/8, and I think the 16 and 14 are going to be 1/2 inch drive. I wanted the 16, I wanted everything to be 3/8 or smaller. Okay, I didn't want anything on a 1/2 inch drive. Now the only other set of triple squares I have is also from Lexivon. Similar philosophy: buy something cheap and then upgrade when you need it. These are pretty good, but let's compare the M8 here to the M8 on this one. I mean, this is on a 1/4 inch drive too. I mean, look at the difference there, right? I mean, the bit alone, even if you were to knock out this bit, you'd still have another, 3/8 of an inch or so that this is going to be longer than, because the bit goes here to about this line or so if you were to punch it out. So this even still is smaller in length. Obviously not in diameter. You have the body here, but it's pretty darn close. Okay, so something like this, it'll really, really save you. Mainly because those Germans, they just don't like mechanics. I don't know what it is. Definitely not designed by a mechanic. Not a single mechanic on their design engineering team at all. Anyway, so yeah, pretty nice. A really nice kit. Now let's compare this to another. Let's compare like let's see, this is the M12. Let's compare the two M12s, both 3/8 drive, right? But even that, look at that. Still really stubby, really small on this right here. Now, the other option is something like this grip edge set. Okay, this grip edge set has a nice triple square up to M8, right? So obviously, let's compare the M8s, okay? So this is supposed to be from a bit driver. You put in a bit driver, right? And even the bit driver is longer than the M8 stubby that you're getting here from Lexivon, the dual drive. I mean, just look at that, right? That's another about 3/8 of an inch or so. Obviously, the heads are going to be the same and all that, but I mean, it's just, it's not quite. And then even still, let's say you did want this because it's a lot narrower. Obviously, that's fine. But the problem is that you're not always going to have access to it. So let's say I'm going to put this on a bit driver. Now, let's say you need something like this on an extension. This is great. The problem is you have to be straight on with it. So if there's any kind of deflection, you're not going to really get what you want. And you could definitely play the fittings game. You could put this in like a bit adapter, right? And then you could use like a 1/4 inch swivel or a 1/4 inch wobble drive or something, right, to make it work. Now the problem with that is once you put this into a bit driver, right? Well, now you just lost all the benefit to the skinniness of it, right? The thickness of it. So having these is a huge game changer. I think I paid $30 for that whole kit. There's a nicer kit out there for like $100 or something like that. But yeah, highly recommend if you're working on anything Volkswagen or BMW or Audi or anything that uses triple square at all. I highly recommend you get a kit like this one. This one from Lexivon's very, very affordable. And even these bits here, I mean, I've been using these bits, these drive sockets here for a long time. You got the M16 and M18 are on a 1/2 inch drive here, and that's the general, like what I've seen is usually the M16 and M18 are going to be on a 1/2 inch drive, and then you have a 3/8 set, and then here I kind of like that the M8 is on a 1/4 inch drive rather than a 3/8, because it just lets you get into just a little bit smaller, tighter of a space. So I kind of do like that. Honestly, I almost wish that all of these were a 1/4 inch drive. That would be a cool little option, but I know that's impractical. So yeah, it's kind of nice that this M16 here is on a 3/8 drive rather than on a 1/4 inch drive, or on a 1/2 inch drive. That's kind of nice. Obviously, there's more triple squares out there. They have the longer shanks, you know, which is also useful. But for me and what I do and what I've come across so far, and I do work on a lot of Audis and stuff of that nature, and Volkswagens. What I find is that this has done me pretty well. I could have made what I was doing work with this set right here, but I wanted to. This probably saved me about 2 hours labor getting to a bolt, not having to take off the turbo, trying to get to the starter bolts. So anyway, just a good kit. Highly recommend it, especially for the price. So keep an eye out for Lexivon. They have some pretty good stuff. I've seen some other things they have on Amazon that if I didn't already have, I would buy what they had, because their packaging is nice. Their blow molded cases are nice. I don't know if they have a lifetime warranty or not. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure they do. But other than that, I mean, their bits are nice. I mean, I've been using these for a while and never really stripped anything out. So they're nice to have. It's a good kit to have. And this is just a new added addition to the toolbox. And what's great about this, so this case here doesn't really fit in my, you know, do-it-all toolbox that I've showed you guys before, but this does. I mean, it takes up no room on the included rail. It fits right there in my toolbox. So, I mean, it's almost a no-brainer, and it's so lightweight, probably because these will snap the first time you put some heavy use on them, I'm guessing. But anyway, I mean, they're so lightweight, they're so small, they're so well labeled. It's nice that it fits right here in my toolbox. I could take, and I've thought about taking them off and putting them on a rail here, but honestly, they fit there kind of nicely. So it's nice to have a small little rail of necessary drive, or necessary triple squares that maybe you don't use very often. So something to keep in mind, something to look out for. If you guys are in the market for some triple squares and you want something small, I would definitely recommend these. At least for the 2 jaws I've used them on so far, it's definitely saved me some time. So, all right, guys, let me know what you guys use. If you've had any issues with Lexivon in the past, let me know what brand you use, and let me know what other kind of triple square necessary sockets that are out there. So, all right, guys, thanks again for watching, and I super appreciate the support. Have a great day.